there's been some major difficulties in getting this to start up. There we go. It says it's waiting for me. At 8:53 and it's 8:54. Guess we'll just have to wait for it to work. The gameplay is being broadcasted right now, but it says it's waiting. It's a real pain in the ass. I really apologize to anyone who's actually trying to watch this. This is... Okay, I think we're in. Alright, it's working. I'm gonna go and send a little message out in the Discord. Hold on. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna get into it now.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renata knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert, as tempting as it was to explore ancient mysteries. There was a war going on, and also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course.
But we've unlocked truths for both those two. I think we're gonna just have to go for...
But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
The the temple. So you go look over here, look. We have both of those truths, but we're missing these two. This one's got to be the Iblis Stone. That one's something to do with Zenobia. And the Iblis Stone's in the temple, we know that.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis Stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Renardo went ostrich hunting. Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis Stone?
We've done this
Long
bit
hidden
before.
in a buried temple. Another ancient
Yeah.
item that was only resurfacing now. Drawn up from the
Tax
deeps
keep.
by the Emperor's horrific rituals.
Definitely improved.
Renato distrusted doors that opened automatically, especially after being buried for millennia. Was this some sort of trap?
Ugh, I don't want to think about that. Traps. There will be a bunch of enemies in here, we've done it before.
Say hi to Gravity for me.
Oh man. Still a no-hit run. 0 deaths. Zero deaths.
We're already
Perfect.
here, cawing in frustration.
No-hit run.
They
Too
were still
easy.
searching for a way in.
More memes like that.
And he hadn't come too late.
Alright.
Once, he found a Superman issue #1 in mint condition in a jar he'd broken. He planned to keep breaking things until he had the whole series.
New skill point. Let's put it into True Sword Fu. Because there's an achievement for that tier 4 thing. I kind of want it. Some of these battles are pretty easy, but some of them are significantly more difficult.
He needed some way to break the ice with this wall, so to speak.
I have them all, right? No. I have them all except that one. What's down here? Oh, it's just logic. Look at that. I remember now. Anything can open those doors. Any swords.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
I've done that. Oh, there's a little fire sword meme. I've got myself a fire sword, so... There's a gem. Critical chance level 2. Don't mind if I do. A little bit of critical chance level 2. Oh, we've got a void blade. We can do that.
Maybe I should follow my nose, thought Renato.
Hey, that's pretty good. Making us fight for it. Imperfect, but hey, we got a chest. Energy on kill. I think we want that. Sounds promising. Getting energy every time we kill something. Hey. I was very close. Only from one side. I forgot. Only works from one side.
The Ravens at least could not get past
There we
this
go.
point. Obviously the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. We are real low on health. It's dangerously low. Don't try and dash downstairs. It doesn't work on the curved bits.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Who's gonna have 130 people on one of these things? I mean, I know they're pretty cool, but like... 130 people on just one of them? Did I just die to that? I did. Oh my god. I did just die to that. That's shocking.
Renato could feel his fur singe.
As it would. And somewhere so hot. And here's the Iblis Stone.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager, thirsty.
I think we should kill the Emperor's daughter this time.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. Go to the core, said the stone anxiously.
Alright, we'll go and we'll kill Zenobia.
Why was he listening to a talking rock? Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself.
To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies.
I guess we're gonna kill her this time.
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Renato had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun.
Was it the time of the lost gods before the transcendent emperor? Was it the future? Feed the souls, it whispered.
Don't worry, I'll feed you souls.
He could feel the stone's hunger for souls. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
Let's go, I guess.
Smashing things was fun.
Wait, this is pretty cool, right? You can spin around a bunch. And look at that. You do a cool little walk. It's pretty lit. Pretty lit. How do you say so myself? Pretty lit, fam.
This chest had teaspoons stolen from every inn in Boreas. Oh, and something more useful.
The ravens on Zenobia's island were no match for Renato. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. Take the power, the stone told him.
Alright, I'll get the power.
Hey! Hey, a workbench! He could try out his new blade.
We will get... Oh, okay, we need this one, because then we can do every gate. Okay. New sword.
So that's what they meant by a firewall. What unlocks a firewall?
A fire sword, apparently. Ugh. Got set on fire. But there's attack speed level 2. It's a bit better. There's a chest. That's pretty sick. flip the
He
switch.
couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
Jump down. Don't know if I want to yet. There might be something hidden. Nope, nowhere to go. Just jump down, I guess. Hold on a second. I just want to check something real quick. Nope. I was just checking something. Alright. Let me just load my stream back up again. There. That was...
Sweet type, thought Renato.
What was that? Oh, yes. Hidden attack speed level 3. Already got a level 3 gem. That is pretty cool.
Zenobia was waiting for Renato. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws.
Are you here to surrender?
There's Cammy.
She seemed as
Yeet.
cocksure as he felt.
Hey Cammy, how's
But
it
she
going?
didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love. He chuckled.
She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
We have all the swords now.
The mysterious
So we can open
sword
any
from
gate.
the east made you so fast you could catch a fly with your chopsticks. If that's what you really wanted.
I love this sword's magic, by the way.
This chest
Getting
contained a
arms?
Vorpal
Yep,
sword.
I'm getting arms. Don't
I'm
worry.
Just kidding. Vorpal swords don't exist.
That's just some lore. New gem. Let's just get the energy on kill. 4% sword energy per kill. I mean, that's pretty good. If I do say so myself. Cammy, you may not know this, but I had some problems starting the stream up initially. Hold on, I'll read that in a minute. I might get arms because my grind is getting me Splatoon 2. I think Splatoon 2 is what I'm most hyped for on the Switch. I've been hyped for Splatoon 2 ever since it was revealed. It's the game I'm most excited for. But yeah, I'm definitely getting arms. And I'm getting those yellow Joy-Cons as well.
Finally, Renato caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before. At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her.
We're going to kill her
Whisper the
this
stone.
time. Cammy.
You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh,
We're going to kill
how
her.
could he be the hero he wanted to be? a flick of his wrist, he slashed Zenobia's throat. Her eyes widened even more. And then the light went out again. Renato felt amazing. Power was rushing into him like water from a burst dam.
Or maybe he'll become the Emperor, but he'll actually be worse than the current Emperor. Be more evil.
Tasty.
Renato returned to the Farfarer and set a course for the Nexus. The Empire had a communication outpost there. He could call the Emperor directly.
It was time to seize the outpost and let the Emperor know what he had done.
Yeah, we're gonna become a murderous monster. Totally. What eShop game do I want most? Ooh. I mean, I've bought snipper clips. But do you mean ones revealed in, like, directs? Oh, here's Tarks. He's a gangster. I'm a straight gangster. Let me just do a little gangster spin. Watch this real quick.
Glowed.
You spin a bunch
The
and then you
wind
walk.
was so sweet. The sun so
Oh, it didn't work.
soft.
Alright, let's go
stone
again. There's an
so
achievement
warm.
for it.
The black raven feathers. Black feathers. Suddenly, his eyes are filled with them.
Nah, I can't make it
falling
work.
through
Usually it does
smoke
like a
under a
moonwalk.
dead
It's
sun.
pretty lit.
A voice
Pretty fly,
calls him
pretty
home.
gangster.
Is this a vision? Whose? Is this the time of the lost gods
There you go.
or the future?
It's pretty cool.
No
There's an
matter.
achievement for that.
What mattered now was killing his way to the Imperial outpost
just
and
got
challenging the Emperor
To my
from
PC.
there.
I'm setting up for another Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with viewers tonight.
Don't look down, he
Because
thought.
if it's tonight, I'll totally join in. But I might be, I might, switch game midstream. Because I might finish this game tonight. Pretty quickly, even. In 40 minutes. Okay. I might not join. In fact, maybe I'll unlock all the truths, right, and then I'll save it for another stream, because this is definitely gonna unlock one of them.
Renato felt a little bad stealing crafting materials from chests.
I'll join too.
He preferred
Yeah,
to rob them
what's
from
it called?
people, sword
Purple
point.
Haired Warrior is Cammy. There's Curtis as well. Curtis is here. Curtis knows I was struggling to get the stream to actually work initially, but I got it to work now. So yeah, we took the Iblis Stone again, and this time we killed the Emperor's daughter. And now we're at the outpost trying to tell the Emperor what we've done. Oh, come on. Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. What are you getting for your birthday? I'm pretty sure Tart could drop his friend code in there for you. That's just a lot of
Jewel was
energy
more
on
than
kill.
fine.
Yes,
It had
level 3.
arcane power.
It gives
and
it
bravery.
energy when we kill things, so we can get our
Cindy.
sword energy. Lots of it. I have to go this way. Happy birthday tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. I guess so.
Up ahead,
Yeah, what's it called?
there's a Pino.
Cammy's got a
What was
Switch
he
as
doing
well,
here?
and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Bernardo! Hey, buddy! Hey there, old buddy! Please don't kill me!
Why would I kill you? Asked Renato, although he had been thinking about it.
Well, you've become... no, I mean, no disrespect at all here. Kind of evil? Maybe you should...
I haven't
I don't
streamed in a
know,
week.
go to the
Feels good.
mountains to
I mean,
have
I
a
took
think,
like a
see
huge
if
break
maybe
from
you're sure the
streaming.
stone is not all
If you
that
go on my
healthy thing to
videos,
keep.
I'll go and look at it right now.
I suppose you wanted, Renato said. and poked Lapino in the chest for emphasis. Oh, had he just killed Lapino?
Oops.
Damn it.
Accidentally just killed my friend. Alright, I took like a 3-week break from streaming. There. You subbed to Tarks. That's great.
This would be the perfect place for a tic-tac-toe board.
Would it really, though? Alright. Nah, I don't know if I want to change my gems up, actually. Alright, hold on. I will read that in a second. You might have subbed to the wrong account. He doesn't do the streaming on that account yet. I actually need to record, so can't play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I do stream this one, yo. Oh, you've switched over accounts. Yeah, he streams on Tarks Gaming, not Tarks Gauntlet. I think Tarks Gauntlet's like his main account that he uses.
Well, he would gather the rebel army and slaughter the Imperial fleet. Yes! Applauded the Iblis Stone.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do whatever the Iblis Stone wants.
Then the Emperor would have to answer his far speaker, wouldn't he? Who are you? Asked a distant voice.
Slurdo.io Saturdays. Is Slurdo.io still a thing?
What have you become?
I thought it was like totally dead.
Go to the mountains, urged another that sounded a bit like Lapino.
I'm not going to the mountains.
Renato called the rebel council to let them know to gather their forces. Then he killed the far speaker Toad. Why? Well, because to make sure his sword was sharp. Oh no, that's awful. So no one else could use it. Yes, that's
I
it.
just killed a
Then
far
he
speaker
set
Toad
off
for
the
no real
ruins and
reason.
the secret rebel base.
Lit. Oh, I forgot. Tarks Gaming isn't moderator. Tarks Gauntlet is. There, Tarks Gaming's moderator now as well. I give mod to people for safety. Everyone's mod in my channel. Apart from trolls. They don't get mods, so if someone wants to ban them, they can.
Probably looking for the secret base for now.
Need to record.
But then he realized.
Need to go to record.
probably looking
Back
for me.
soon. Okay.
They must be very scared of me. Well, here I am. You honest warrior.
Communism doesn't work,
Whispered the
Louis.
Iblis Stone.
I
And
know,
he had
but
to agree with
it
it
might
for
work.
once.
Just
Who
one more
was as good as
try.
Renato?
Come on. One more try.
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
Can we just have one more shot? You know, it might work this time. And if it doesn't work, then we can just try again and kill the 50%. Am I rushing enough for you yet? I love the sword's magic. It makes your attack speed crazy fast. I know I'm the best. How am I supposed to kill them? They're both coming in, facing in the way.
Come to think of it, Renato
There.
thought as he put down another raven. Why shouldn't I be emperor? How did anybody get to be emperor anyway? By making war. I mean, not counting the transcendent emperor, obviously, who had banished the lost gods and started time.
Yes, he should be emperor. He would make a great emperor.
I'm gonna be even worse than the current emperor. That's what's gonna happen. Hey, boss. Can somebody give me the boozy, please?
What was the point of this gate? Did they think no one would notice the lever?
Yeet. Oh, an ice door. There. Oh, yep, ice door. Forgot. I forgot. Ice door means... There. Stab with the ice sword. And in we
There
get...
was a pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
What's this? Treasure Hunter level 2. It's a new one, I guess. I'm just in it for the energy, man. There's one. Yeah, but communism doesn't work. It totally doesn't. Alright.
Renato strode into the council.
We're gonna kill everyone,
Let's do
aren't we?
this thing. Let's make me emperor. They looked confused and nervous. Ah, had he mentioned the emperor thing? Yeah, he meant to bring that up later. I mean, let's go.
Sorry,
with this
I'm a
rebellion.
bit in and out here.
He waved his sword around.
Takes a while to
encouragingly.
set up these
They ran.
viewer streams.
Cowards.
Yeah, I
He'd
understand.
stop them. He cut down a few to inspire the others. But soon, there was no one to cut down.
We've killed
Well,
everyone.
then, he'd have to attack the fleet alone. More for me, he said. Unless it was the stone that said it. Traitors. Traitors, all of them. They'd run rather than following him, rather than cheering him. What should he do to the cowards? Anything he wanted to. After all, he was a true hero, the best warrior there ever was. No one could stop him now.
Yeah,
But
everyone's
first,
going to die.
Finish him. The Emperor, that is.
Everyone is going to die. Is Tarks my mom? No. Oh my god, it's Shadow Mercury. Have we, oh my god. I wish. No, sorry, he's not my mom, he's my dad. Get it right. Shadow door.
Where was the rebel fleet? They weren't even trying an assault. They were going to miss a day in
Gems.
history. The downfall of this dynasty.
Treasure hunter.
And a new one to take its place. He didn't have to kill all the ravens. He could enslave them. And enslave the toads too. All the animals would worship him as a god. For he had once been
Yeah,
a
let's
god.
go get the door. I think it's this
Willingly
way.
give him their blood.
Yeah, he's the dad.
And their souls. And the world
I
would
guess the door's not
change.
there. It's probably
Would
just
become
further up.
familiar again.
Okay, guys. I think this will just be a shortcut. Some of them are just shortcuts.
He hadn't noticed that path before.
Yeet. Oh, sick. A chest. Oh, a gem. Physical resistance. I imagine that'd be pretty useful. It's a me.
His hook didn't break.
Mario. You wanna play Gabario? What are you, Gumbario? You wanna play Gabario?
Renato was glowing with dark power.
Yeah, I just look
Already the sun
evil.
had dimmed.
Not
He
look,
could do
I am
anything,
evil.
he realized. He could
That
wrap the
totally
island safely in smoke
Could have
again.
grabbed it.
He was beyond a hero. He was going to become a god again. How odd, he thought.
I don't want to be a
that the
god.
Iblis Stone had
I
nothing
want
to
to be
say
a
about
meme
any of
legend,
this.
a living meme.
Well, no
That's
matter.
the one true
Once
goal.
he killed this petty toad emperor, he would bring back the Black Sun.
Bring back the black sun. I'm not hyped for that. Why can't it be the white sun, guys? Why's it gotta be black? Why can't it be the white sun?
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
Yeet. A dead body. I would actually laugh if they put a dead body in one of those things. It'd be great news. Can this not happen, please? Can we, yeah, let's just put the buff on. Oh, come on. There.
Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper
I guess
to
it's
build
just an,
bridges
oh,
instead.
that was very close. I guess it's just an easy way of reusing the same levels over and over again. We can just make it different storylines. Bit weird. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're not getting mod, by the way. Don't ask. There will be no mod for you. I love this buffs, man. It's so good. It's so good! Nobody gets what that is. And you shouldn't get what that is because it's got about
He
7
found the
keys.
Emperor and the Council huddling by his ship, plotting. They saw him and cowered before him.
Back to hell, fiend.
Croaked the Emperor desperately.
In the name of the Transcendent Emperor!
Croaked the Speaker.
Speaker
They held some
Toad.
arcane items he didn't recognize. He simply flexed his will and sucked their souls out of their bodies. And Iblis exulted. It is finished. And the void that had been a mere stone on a sword expanded. It stretched and ripped like a vast womb. And a gaze, black and pitiless as the sun, passed through the void into the land.
Oh
And
yeah.
so time ended.
That's why you don't listen
But he
to a
learned
talking rock.
another true thing. The Iblis Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
There we go, three truths. We just gotta get one more, which is something to do with Zenobia.
There would be a way to win. Renato could feel it. He'd have to explore choices he'd never made before he could figure it all out, though. And with that, the book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. And he fell.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas.
Here we go
It
again.
was time to choose.
It was
The
time to
rebellion
choose.
was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically
We don't want
wrong.
that. We don't want the Sky
He was
Ripper.
sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing.
This is where it gets difficult.
Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Alright, now I'm gonna let chat vote. Tarks, who are you? He's God. Tarks is God. Alright, I'm gonna let you vote. Here's your keywords. Sky Ripper, Temple, or Lupino. I'll give you till 49. Right? Put it in the chat. Sky Ripper, Temple, or Lupino. Those are your 3 keywords. There's Temple. If it gets to 49 and there's no votes, I'll just have to go for Lupino because it's the one I've used the least. And I'll see if we can get something to do with Zenobia with it. Hiya boys, NSBG. Okay, we got some news, so I'll give you till 40. C is C Temple. Alright, I guess we got 1 vote for Temple. $49.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters.
The Iblis Stone. It would whisper promises in his ear, offer him power for blood. But this time, Renato was sure he could master it.
And so, Renato went ostrich hunting.
Maybe we get it and then don't kill. And get the core. That's probably a good idea. Get the stone, then get the core. We'll try
Every
that.
child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of
Tarks,
other things.
you daddy
A
the
stone
N.
that ate souls, a ruby that
You
drank
daddy
blood,
then.
a jewel only a righteous man
Yeah, that's
could
who
give
he
away.
is.
Were
He's
all
also
these
God.
things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in the
Who
buried
even
temple.
is NSBG?
Another ancient item that
Do
was
I know you
only
in real life?
resurfacing now. Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals.
If if I do, just either put your first name or last name.
Here? Last time, the stone had fought him for
Not last
possession of
name.
his own soul.
First name. Because I know lots of people have the same last name. No, oh, no swearing in my chat. Okay, that's good. That was a joke, by the way. Say whatever you want. I don't care.
Ravens were already here.
Oh, I
Cawing
mean,
in
I'm pretty much
frustration.
PewDiePie.
They were still searching
God's
for a way.
Ben.
Good.
You know, he is
He
a
hadn't
bit
come
Ben.
too late.
Why is Tarks not the mum? Well, Tarks is a man.
Now felt like you
And-
were ready to learn new things.
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness you didn't
Cammy's
have to go
back.
to school for that.
Ultimate sword foo. I kinda want that. Kill an enemy in a single strike auto-activates when reaching a certain combo threshold. If I can get my combo to 30, then I insta-kill enemies. That sounds pretty good to me. There, now I insta-kill enemies. Even the ones with the shields. Oh my god, that's great. Okay. I totally killed it, but that's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna die. Back
Time
requires
to die.
2A.
he thought. And
You
it
played
was.
Ori, the Blind Forest. Is that a game? Ori and the Blind Forest? Because if it is, no. I'm requires 1M. Okay, his Co-Ly God. Back requires 2A. Yeah, it is a game. Okay. No, I haven't played it yet, but if it's on Switch, I'll check it out. Or if it's on Switch or PS4, I can check it out. If it's on PC, I've been having problems. Worth.
Small step for a fox, he thought.
It does that Dark Souls meme. Is it not on Switch? What platform is it on? Xbox and Steam only. I mean, Xbox is cancer, so I'm never buying an Xbox. So if I can get it on a Steam sale, I'll buy it. Can I just get at this guy? Yeah, Xbox and Steam. Okay. Come on, I pressed triangle, you big dingus. Why was that such a pain in the ass? Shouldn't have been that hard. I've done it multiple times before. With no real issue.
That is
Cave
a
Story?
very cool sword, thought Renara.
I've heard of it,
Seriously?
never played it.
He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
I've thought about trying it out, but I never really like searched it up or anything. So I don't really know anything about it. A door within a door.
There were a lot of shiny, smooth, curved with
It's
leather
coming to Switch. Cave
buckles.
Store's coming to Switch.
Kind of smelled.
I'll check it out when it comes out on Switch.
You know what? Never mind.
That'll be a good
Yes,
time
there
to
was
get
also
into it.
ore and other useful stuff. Let's focus on that, shall we?
I just put that in with my Oh, I've got combo 41. How did I get combo 41? And how did that kill me?
You thought? I'm the
I
hero.
was trying to read the chat. Cave Stories Metroid. Okay. I like Metroid, so I should like Cave Story by that logic. Story. Sorry for being an asshole, I just wanted to point that out.
This was much easier than free
you can have bad spelling around here if you want. That was a really bad idea. Really bad idea. The skill definitely goes out the window when it comes to streaming. Any sense of skill is totally gone at this point. I just want to try and kill them as fast as I can while obtaining as much combo. Alright, I'll read that in a second. Alright, I got a jet. Stream is starting soon. And I got more to set up, and more setup to do. Alright. Have a good time. I'll probably drop in after I get this truth. Or finish this run if I don't get a new truth. Treasure Hunter level 3.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis Stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. And Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people.
I need a whole bunch of stuff.
See? With enough leverage, you could go anywhere.
Hopefully new ice climbers revealed at E3. I wasn't really a fan of ice climbers, but I know lots of people are, so not gonna deny it. Could definitely happen. If I had a dollar for every time...
Renato was dead tired.
How did I die that
He
fast?
was dead.
I just got hit twice. Double spammed. I guess I didn't have much health left. Yeah, here's a happening again. Oh my god.
There was blood on this one.
Shield breaker.
So it hadn't saved its owner.
Ooh. I'd like to get... I know there's a gem that's like... You can just break off shields with your sword. And I want that. Like, you just hit a shield with your sword and it comes off. I'll read that in a second.
Don't go away.
What retro Nintendo series do you think will be revived on Switch? Metroid, F-Zero, or Kid Icarus? Oh, I'd love Kid Icarus. I'd love it to be Kid Icarus. I'm a big fan of Kid Icarus. F-Zero would be cool. So would Metroid. I like Metroid, but I love Kid Icarus. That one on the 3DS, I got it on release date.
Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal
I had a
with
lot of
Tomb
fun
Raiders.
with that game. Kid Icarus Uprising. It's a great game. I definitely recommend it.
This wasn't actually such a hard puzzle, come to think of it.
But it's most likely gonna be F-Zero. F-Zero slightly point less because fast RMX. Yeah, I know, but they haven't done anything for F-Zero in ages. But to be fair, Kid Icarus hasn't had like a new thing since that 3DS game. Like, I think that was near release of the actual 3DS itself.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It
We're gonna
reflected
not
no
listen
light,
to the stone this time, or
like
we're
a
gonna go and get the
void
core.
made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty.
I just want it to be summer already. I know.
That seemed tempting.
So do
and
I.
Terribly wrong.
I can't wait for
Zenobia was
July
the Emperor's greatest
21st.
general and a potent witch.
You already know
But
what's
they had
going
been
on
close
July
once,
21st.
And he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the Transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. What's the core? Said the stone anxiously.
But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it.
Ooh. That's a new option. My birthday. Yeah, my birthday's in summer. No. July 21st isn't my birthday. July 21st is the release date of Splatoon 2. Let's get a
The
clever
gem
plan to
could
use
give
the
great
gem.
power, but it was evil. But Renato had a plan. He would divide the stone into the power half and the evil half. He sought out the sage Calaveras.
Oh, you need a mirror of splitting.
Croaked Calaveras.
I can make one.
Calaveras set up various shiny things. And soon Renato was setting the stone down in the middle of Calaveras' lab. There was a flash, and now Renato was looking at himself. Except with a mustache and a goatee
Is that
and
the evil
dark
one?
hair. There were two Iblis Stones. One light and one dark. Renato took the light one. He felt a rush of great power. Now I could defeat the Emperor. Wait a minute. Unfortunately, he couldn't think of any way to use it without hurting someone.
Calaveras
be
sounds
nice.
like Cameron
Give me
Monroe.
that.
He does.
Said his evil-looking twin. And he drew his sword. He only got it halfway out of the scabbard when he fainted from the effort. Obviously, neither weak, evil Renato nor powerful, nice Renato was any threat to the Empire. After the Emperor's victory, they were exhibited in a museum until time ended, which was soon after. He had
What?
tried something bold and paid the price for it.
GG. I guess. Don't go with clever plans. They don't go well. I guess we'll just get the core anyway.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank
We have
blood,
to do it again.
a jewel only a righteous man could give away.
Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the
The
Emperor's horrific
perfect two lines
rituals?
from Calaveras. Perfect two lines. The perfect two lines for Calaveras. The perfect two lines equal or are yeet and lee. Also, yeet isn't spelled like that. It's spelled like Y-E-E-T. Or if you're spelling it like that for a meme, you totally bamboozled me.
What was he doing here? Last time,
Sega
Stone
called.
had fought him
They
for
want
possession of his own
Iblis.
soul.
Sega called. They want Iblis. They want him back. Is Iblis a thing from Sega? I wasn't aware. It wasn't either. I'm not a big Sega fanboy. Sonic 06. I never played that.
The Ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
Spin faster. I just wanted to spin. It's really fun
Have
to
you
spin.
ever felt you were just going round in circles? Bernardo felt like that.
Because he was. I was just running around in circles. This is the one I like. You don't have to worry about the shield dudes anymore. You just hit them and the shield comes off. What is this glowing thing? And there's fire here. Graphical glitches, I guess. I'm gonna skip the doors because usually they take a bit
sparkly.
longer, but you
Thought
get a
Renato.
chest. So I'm just gonna skip them. In attempts to save time. Now, Cammy, would you mind if I, maybe later on, a bit after this, change game and start playing something different and booted up a different stream? Or would you prefer I just kept playing the same game? Would you like to see what happens in this game?
Or I could go that way, he thought.
Elemental resistance. We don't have that. That's a new one. Yeah. Do you mean yes and you would mind? Or yes
There had to
and...
be
Oh
some
yeah, it's
way
fine.
to use the Iblis Stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now.
Different.
And Renato
Okay.
was pretty sure he was
I'm just gonna
cleverer
finish
than
up this thing and switch games, right? It'll be a new stream, so you have to reload it, but hopefully that's fine. So much for ignoring the doors.
He felt
Ignoring-
like Tarzan.
That was a perfect battle there. Come on, yes. Level 3 crit chance. That's what I like to see.
Oh, what does the fox say?
Don't ever mention that ever again. Please.
Dying.
The
They
people.
both laughed hysterically.
Oh, I got double whacked. There's a nice combo there as well. If I can get my combo to 30 or above, I insta-kill enemies. I can't go straight through it. Understood.
The Ravens ravens at least could not get past this point.
Now, Cammy, do you have any
Obviously, the
requests for
temple
what
builders
game
knew
I
how
would
to
play?
deal with tomb raiders.
Because I'm willing to play like Flint Hook, Minecraft. Well, maybe not Minecraft because that's the disc and the disc's downstairs. I could play Flint Hook. I could play. I could play Overwatch. There's a couple of things
A
in my
very
library.
clever engineer named Elon Muskrat had got his start making floating platforms.
I could
Not
play
many people
Horizon
knew that.
Zero Dawn. But I'll give you a choice of 3. Flint Hook, Minecraft, or Overwatch. In fact, no, Minecraft. Flint Hook. I don't really want to play Minecraft, but I will play Minecraft if you want me to. But I'll have to pause.
It
Yeah,
was a
Flint Hook,
stone
Minecraft, or
of the
Overwatch.
purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid.
Overwatch. Okay.
Nervous.
I haven't done
He picked it
Overwatch
up.
in a while. It'll be my first time going on after
Who
the
said
new
that?
event, so
It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once.
And he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Why not capture the core of Sky
That's what
Ripper
we're gonna
instead?
do.
It was the eye of a lost god, torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. "It's the core," said the stone anxiously.
But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it.
not the clever plan.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance.
The stone felt a bit clingy, and he had a feeling it did not have his best interests at heart. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great
We're gonna get the
power.
core.
He would go there.
It's 10:07. I'll need to get back to Flint Hook sometime. I could do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do a bit about Flint Hook
The
tomorrow.
moment he landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Fu school together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia.
We're not
Whispered
gonna
the
kill
stone.
Zenobia.
Before it's too late.
I'm just gonna try and rush through this. Because we're already an hour and 15 minutes in. Achoo! Excuse me.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
You getting overcooked on Switch? Yeah, I'll totally get overcooked on Switch. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but I like Overcooked.
I like I've still got the red bit, like I'm gonna die, but I'm on full health.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you." "Are you afraid of it?" "No, don't be ridiculous," it chuckled. "But it's unstable. If a poison I just carry it, and if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically." Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
Now we're at 30 combo, which means we insta-kill
Renato
everything.
ready to become faster, stronger, bolder. If only he could figure out which.
Faster, stronger.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. "No, it's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time." He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Renato came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis Stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light.
Ooh.
And it was silent. "I can't hear you," he sang out. And, "You?" It didn't answer. "Ha!" he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise
We'll do
was
that.
he? As the Farfarer made its way toward the Nexus, Renato watched sparks fly out of the core. The Iblis Stone sucked them in hungrily. You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? Thought Renato. Well, the scientists would explain it all. This time, Renato was sure he'd figured out how to use the core safely.
Yep, we did it. We used the core safely to cure the Iblis Stone, essentially. So now it's become a light blue stone. And hopefully, even better. Which would be really cool.
See? He'd trusted his gut, and it had worked out.
Look, we got a
That's
blue
what it meant to
aura
be a
around
hero.
us now.
To ignore the naysayers and the odd makers, and do what you knew was right, and have it
I
turn
have
out
it
to
on
be the right
Xbox.
thing.
You played it.
He wasn't
Overcooked.
worried. Once he got
Yeah,
to the
I played it.
observatory, the scientist
At a
toads
friend's
could
house.
explain it. Then he could carry the war into the enemy's camp and destroy
It's pretty
them
good.
all. He was getting a little bloodthirsty, wasn't he? These platforms were great. Renato wanted one for his house.
Does Renato even have a house? There's nothing about it in the lore. Yeah. I'll just leave it. Let's get that true ultimate sword foo thing. Now if we get it, we only need to have our combo at 20. When our combo is at 20, we insta-kill everything. I need to kill this mage. There. Yeet.
Bernardo had never felt better in his life. Normally, a battle would wear him down and he would need a night's sleep. Now he felt like he could go all night and all day. He felt like people were cheering him on, and he could practically hear their applause as he slew one raven after another. Once you try it, you're hooked.
Funny. Oh, Cammy's gone. Well, hopefully he comes back for the Overwatch stream.
Whee! The Imperial fleet was closing in on the rebels,
Hold
forcing
on a
them to
darn
come out and
diddly
fight.
minute.
Bernardo
My
was
TV's
itching
trying to turn
bring the
itself
fight
off.
to the enemy. He had to
There.
remind himself not to be too reckless.
Alright. Cammy's at you back? We can upgrade the fire sword now.
More fire? Yes, please.
Look at that. It's pretty cool. Ah.
A cannon trap. Who kept these things loaded anyway?
What is this? Professional stories gameplay? The new meta?
Sometimes, at home, he'd wave his sword around for hours.
Oh, there we go. The true sword fu thing is incredibly powerful. And there we are, there's where Calaveras is. At least one group of
The
scientists.
toads at the observatory measured the stone with their occult devices. I fed it the core of Sky River, explained Renato. No more feed me blood and souls. But the core is not an unlimited energy source, said one toad. Another said,
There's a feedback loop, you see, which could overload the stone. The stone doesn't actually feed on souls.
claimed a third.
But on pain of killing another sentient being. If you can truly be at peace with yourself, it would not overload.
This was all very confusing. At peace? Yes, the mountains were peaceful and quiet, but he now had the power to turn the tides. He should report to the Rebellion Council.
My Slither.io
and prepare for the decisive
video got
battle.
13 views. 13 views is good. I mean, I think my best video, I'm gonna check what my best video is on. $53, 63, 86. My best video was on 115 views. Nintendo called, they want Toad back.
The one thing he understood from all the Toad arguments, maybe the stone did not feed on blood, or souls, or rage. It fed on empathy. It fed on the pain he felt when he put an end to another being's existence. Even if that other being was a raven intent on killing him. If he could find peace, then he could use the power of the Iblis Stone without being taken over by its evil.
Yes, that was the way to defeat the Iblis Stone.
The mountains. He would go to the mountains. He could find peace there.
So, I'm just gonna finish up the story and then Cammy will start that Overwatch stream. I'll do a couple games for you, right?
Unfortunately, the mountains were not empty.
Yay!
There were ravens everywhere.
You
No
know,
matter.
I do it for my...
He had to fight, yes,
do it
but
for my viewers.
he didn't have to be angry. Parry, dodge, slash, and breathe. Yes, focus on the rhythm, the dance of it, not on the blood or the raven's core as they died. Ah, it was working. He wasn't feeling those dark jolts of eldritch energy. He wasn't feeling the Iblis Stone.
As previously mentioned, Cammy, if we can get our combo to 20, we insta-kill everything. It's very powerful.
Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying tabletop, but it would do.
I have a nice sword. So why not? I might get an upgrade for my shield breaker, which is what I really want. Chat is dashing. So nobody else would be talking. There's nobody else actually there. But yeah, it's a real shame. When you put lots of effort into your streams and you don't get many viewers, it's not great for me. Hold on, I'll read that in a second. My favorite new character. Who is favorite new character
was
in
still
Smash
silent.
4?
His mind was his own, and his heart too.
Why am I so
He
slow?
bore no ill will, these ravens. They were doing their job. They were expressing their
I'm
nature.
incredibly slow now.
Dance, whirl, parry, jab, and breathe.
I don't
It was
understand
all
this.
so simple, wasn't it? But something was missing. He didn't feel truly at peace. Wait, wasn't this near where Calaveras lived? The sage would help him figure it all out.
Hold on. I hate how vlog channels get so many subs. They jack shit. When they jack... Yeah, they're really bad, but it's all teenage girls that view them. So it's like, they're appealing to the... I mean, it's where the money is, when you think about it. I'm getting slower and slower.
This chest was filled with old concert t-shirts. And something useful.
It's not just me. I'm getting very, very slow. Like, this is my max speed. Can I not exit this platform unless I dash? That was... least I've got the thing that lets me jump between people. If I didn't have that, I think I'd genuinely be so screwed that I couldn't. Oh, I had the combo there.
Check, please.
Look how slow I am, man. This is... I might just have to use this power just so I can walk at a reasonable speed. But yeah, I hate vlog channels. You're not alone there. But you know, they're finding their way to make their money. Even if it's not in the most, you know, creative way. They're making money. And cash is cash when you think about it. I'm incredibly slow. I don't know what's gone wrong. Maybe they're just trying to drag the stream on. They're like, no, keep streaming this game. We need more people to be enlightened. But I'm gonna do Overwatch after this for Cammy.
The Iblis Stone.
And I'll open up my loot box, because it's my first time in the event, so I'll get a free loot box.
But what Renato was seeking was inner peace. The rebellion was on the verge of extinction.
And I'll get one rare,
It would have to wait.
and that'll be it. The game's lagging out as well, but that can't be the reason for my slowness.
At the end of the mountain path, he found the wise Calaveras in his workshop. To fix souls or only artifacts? He asked the sage.
Does your soul need fixing?
Asked the sage. I've been killing a lot of ravens lately, he told the sage.
You're a fox,
said Calaveras.
and to kill birds is part of your nature. You should take joy in it. I mean, I might as well worry about eating flies. Don't you like a fly?
It was true. That's what he had forgotten. The joy. Now he was ready for the final battle. The Farfarer cut through the clouds. The air had never felt so sweet since he was a child.
There it was. The dreaded Imperial fleet. He could smell wet hemp ropes ahead. Wood and tar and ravens. Even the fleet smelt good somehow.
Alright,
He was ready.
this might be a win.
He was ready.
Holy moly. This might be a win with 3 truths. Secret ending much? Question mark? Hidden ending?
Renato had it all squared away in his head.
He would kill the Emperor. Isengrim III had begun well, but he had gone mad.
Oh, we're
He was
killing the
trying to
Emperor
invoke
again.
the lost gods by means of dark, blasphemous rituals. That was a secret. But the victims had spoken to Renato. The ghosts had spoken. No. No anger. Renato could not afford anger. It was empowering the crystal in his sword. That made him stronger, but it clouded his mind. He would not be a hero. A hero strives. Renato would just be one with everything. The
Am
Emperor
I
would
becoming
die,
Gandhi?
and the wheel would turn, and all would be restored, without rancor, without sorrow, without
Elemental
pain.
resistance level 2. What I really wanted was shield breaker level 2. But we can't always get what we want.
But the more he thought about it, and he had so much more time to think about it now that he was not worrying about the battle,
This is
killing the
genuinely
Emperor
interesting.
would not change anything. Another would take his place. Perhaps Zenobia. Perhaps the Speaker of the Rebel Council, and power would corrupt them too, and death would make grief, and grief would lead to hatred. He must lead by example. Reject the violence. Reject the desire to create violence. But how?
There was a sign. Take the goat across first.
You have to flip the stick at perfect speeds, and see I was countering there was nothing I could have done. Yeet. We got hit there. Hey, at least we're not slow.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Again. This time, he'd make an end of them. He'd
Going
screwed
now.
up last time, but
You're not gonna
had a
hold
good
on
feeling
for
about
the
this time.
Overwatch stream. This is the last fight before we get to find the ending of the story, and I'll start up the Overwatch stream. So if you only want to stay for like a tiny bit longer, I'll start the Overwatch stream. You will. Okay, that's good. Because this is the last bit here. I just have to finish it
Finally,
up
he
so
came to the Emperor's ship.
it stays
The path
documented
behind
on
him
like
was
video
strewn with dead
when it
ravens.
stays up.
The path to
I can't leave
enlightenment.
something.
His mistake, he realized, was trying to change the world. The world would spin and the wheel would revolve whether he strove against it or not. What he had to do was nothing. He had attained enlightenment. He sat down, adopted a full lotus position, and began to meditate. And all around him, the warriors stopped fighting too. They knew. They could feel his enlightenment. They gave up fighting, dropped their weapons, and became his disciples. No, just kidding. The nearest raven stabbed him with a sword and then chopped off his head. I might not have thought this through properly. Thought Renado's head as it rolled around the deck and died. He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths
It's an
that had
Iblis
opened
Stone
up.
one.
Like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. And he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
Alright, so we're going to
The book's pages
just
fluttered to the
continue.
beginning once again. Faster
not
than
do
before,
a new story, obviously.
and he fell.
I'm gonna end
The
the stream
clouds
off here.
parted over the Isles of Boreas.
It'll be different for
It was
those watching
time
it
to
on
choose.
YouTube after it's been
The
uploaded.
rebellion
But
was in trouble.
for me
Ravens
and
were
for
scouting
Cammy,
for the secret rebel
I'm
base.
just about to start a new stream,
They needed a game changer.
an Overwatch stream.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
So
Renado
I'm
knew
just gonna end
that
this off
using it
here
could go catastrophically
and start up the
wrong.
new stream.
But he wished
Hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and have a good time.